So here's an article on Fox Business. It says, if polls are to be believed, so-called democratic socialism is reaching new heights of popularity with millennials. And there's a bunch of other news pop-ups on Google if you look for them of this nature, like this one up top. It says, more than 4 in 10 Americans believe that socialism would be good for the country. And I'm sure we've all heard stuff like this from friends, on the news, on Google, on YouTube. And something we may have also heard, and if you've watched enough Ben Shapiro videos on socialism, you'll hear it for sure, which is somebody say, oh, that's not real socialism, or there's varying degrees of socialism, in defense of it. Here's the thing. I don't care what real socialism is right now, or what degree you think would work. What I care about is how socialism is going to play out. And with here's what I'm afraid will happen. Here's how bad I think it can get. So first of all, in any country, doesn't matter the economic system, doesn't matter the government system, government gets paid first, a lot or a little. But with how much this country is in favor of the perceived victim now, and how much the radical left tries more and more to portray certain people as the victim, and how much people believe it, those victims are going to get a bigger portion of the socialized goods than who the radical left portrays as the oppressor. And people believe that too. So this will not be fair. It's going to be discriminatory. It's going to be racist. It's going to be sexist. It's not going to be fair in the least, and it will be immoral. Blacks are going to get more than whites. Mexicans probably somewhere in between. Jews somewhere between Mexicans and whites. American Indians, I don't know. Women will get more than men if Ms. Monopoly is any indication. Illegal immigrants are going to get more than legal immigrants. And immigrants, period, will get more than blood-born citizens. Muslims will get more than Christians. Jews will get somewhere in between. Atheists will get the most, or that'll be the devil worshippers, heaven forbid. So nothing about this is going to be fair. And it's going to be extremely inconvenient, especially for whites, Christians, and males, and heterosexuals. And something else is, guess who's going to get, also is going to get a smaller portion, and that's going to be anybody who speaks against socialism, or anybody who speaks against the perceived victim, whether the speakers themselves are the perceived victim or not. And in fact, those who speak in favor of socialism or speak against the perceived oppressor are going to get could even get more, whether they're the perceived oppressor or not. And obviously those who say neither it's not going to be changed more than I've already specified. So with that, your freedom of speech is gone, because it's going to be too economically inconvenient or convenient for you made by them. Same with your religion. If you believe contrary to them or for them, is going to determine what portion of goods you get. And of course, the freedom of the press is going to be out the window, because you're going to get too many sanctions. You're going to get too many fees, penalties, or at best they're going to be the exact same as they would be for contrary speech. I'm not sure what socialist countries call it. So yeah, nothing about this is going to work, at least in America as it is becoming. So if you want socialism, either do one of two things. Forget it, or let's make sure that this is actually going to be fair, and that the perceived oppressor will not have will have unearned suffering, even though those at the top may believe they deserve it, when really they don't. And for how much the radical left condemns hate speech, you can see the hate in some of their eyes, and I suspect that socialism may just be their tool of vengeance on who they perceive as the oppressor and want everybody else to perceive as the oppressor as well. So yes, in our state, in America's current condition, socialism will never work. We're going to have to get better as a people before that happens.